have people standing out. Just go out a lot of bug outs. They think they know what's fuck going on and know what's gonna happen to this place. They think about building Babylon up some more and all that. Babylon got its due date.
Resource because nobody's gonna know what to do, which is why everyone in my family has one of these. How to build your own water filter, how to make your own solar panel system, how to build your own water heater because it's the winter time, preserving fuel, protecting your house against intruders, a survival garden, even how to make toilet paper. We all know that was the first to go during the scamdemic. It's got all types of shit.
Yeah, stuff like this is good. There's good information in that book. If you can get to those resources, that's definitely good information. But the Most High he's gonna have to guide you to those resources in certain areas. And he will do that for the elect. He's gonna make sure you got water, be able to eat, you're gonna be safe from danger. But Esau sending out all them troops and all that. It's a whole list of stuff. In the midst of that, through the Spirit, I want to say that's when they're going to try to usher in the Karagma, because they're going to be like, look, you want to get back in on this new financial system or get your goods back and this and that. We got the grid back up. Take this right here and you'll be back on the grid. And that's going to test a lot of people's faith after that adversity. Through the Spirit. I could be wrong. But the way stuff is looking, measuring the time and all that stuff, Esau is very crafty. You got to know your enemy. Your enemy is very predictable if you study him. These devils will use a good scenario like that just to push that in and make people think like, yeah, we got to get that because look, we ain't had no lights or no internet or no electricity or no food. They said we get the Karama. We're going to have all that. And we get some extra money. Yeah, Esau can set it up like that. Let me get a few precepts and then we get ready to end this off. Book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 12. It says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that God shall bring upon it. That right there will be a big plague, and it can cause numerous plagues. One little scenario can cause numerous plagues. The grid go down, water, sanitation is going out the window, electricity, communication. You got morgues that rely on electricity. They're going to be stank. The virus is going to outbreak because the contamination because of that. Feces going to pile up because of the sanitation, sewage system. Trash not going to be took out. Just the basic stuff. A lot of food going to go bad. That's more pathogens and viruses that can outbreak. The water gets contaminated. Somebody drank the water. Like I remember down in Bahamas, there was a scenario. People was getting the bubonic plague, the pneumonic plague, which is, I want to say, cholera. If I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. Cholera is just like the bubonic plague. Make your inside turn to mush. You throwing up stuff, spitting up stuff, all that. And then you just drop. You out of here. Stuff like that is going to be happening. Verse 13 says, they that till the ground shall mourn, for the sea shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with a fearful consolation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the desolation draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands, talking about weapons, guns, and all that stuff. There's a lot of people doing that. A lot of people, like, they put in them shows, Walking Dead and Living Dead or whatever. People gonna be ganging up. Some people gonna have the resources, they're gonna be trying to protect it. You're going to have some people that want to take the resources. And they both going to be armed. Verse 16 says, for there should be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man should desire to go in the city and should not be able. There's going to be scenarios like that too. They're going to have cities blocked off, areas blocked off. Because you're going to have, once again, you're going to have militias that's already been training for this type of shit. Blocking stuff off so you can't come in there and fuck with none of their crops or whatever they got going on in there. You might have certain other militias that might be hired to protect government officials or whatever. They're going to be blocking shit off too. So there's going to be all type of stuff blocked off. Verse 18 said, well, because of the pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. So men going to be afraid. What more you women too? This is why 7 women gonna take hold of 1 man, because they gonna be bugging out. You gonna all that little pretty shit and all that extra shit going on, the little nose jewels like the book Isaiah mentions. Instead of sweet smell, should be a stink. All that stuff is coming to fruition, man. In these times that we living in, many kings and princes have desire to see the things that we are seeing now, man. Verse 19, it says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbors. All that, hey, what's up, bro? What's up, neighbor? Man, motherfucker gonna be trying to hear that shit. They gonna be trying to see what's some food at and some water and some soap to wash their ass. It says, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation. And this is what's gonna happen, man. Let me get one more precept. We're gonna end this off. Book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 1, it says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince will stand up for the children of thy people. There shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that should be found written in the book. Hey, the time is coming out. Hey, the other plagues we read throughout history, what happened to this civilization and what was going on in their society that they set up. That shit ain't finna happen. Nothing on what's about to take place, man. So I just want to bring this out. I don't want to rush out this edifying. Jacob's trouble is gonna be chaotic, man. See how people was acting over TikTok being shut the fuck down. That was a psychological experiment, just to test people and see what they was gonna do. People bugging out over that shit, and the internet wasn't even down. It was just a fucking app. So just imagine they shut down the whole net. People can't use no Apple Pay, no transfer, no money or whatever goods they trying to get and all that. Hey, shit gonna get crazy, man. Like the scriptures say, there should be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time, man. So I just want to bring this out. I don't want to rush this out. This edifying. Call all you have about Shalom to the left.